Hello all, welcome back. It is Championship Manager 3. It is the Ipswich playthrough season 4. Not even Sir Alex yet, but Alex Ferguson has just won the Manager of the Month award. The Player of the Month has gone to Blackburn's Glenn Little, and Ipswich's Carl Lorry has won the English Premier League Division's Young Player of the Month award. Let's check out Carl. Let's see how he's doing. So he's having a great season so far. He's not got any goals or assists, but that hasn't stopped him from being incredibly valuable to us and our most recent run of wins. So let's get to that in a minute. Firstly, almost landed such a player for us for the series to see it maybe as to safety, which was Figo. We had a £4.2 million offer accepted using a lot of some creative bidding. So I offered the 2.9 that we do have, or we did have at the time, and then a load of other incentives to get to what they wanted for him. And he's gone to Tenerife, who are not even in a league. So he's come down from 30 grand to 18,000. I offered close to that, but I couldn't give him a signing fee. So I think that's probably what's made the difference. So we've not managed to bring him in. But getting back to the other superstar we have, let's go to where you last saw us. So we lost to Liverpool, 2-0 win over Derby. David Johnson comes on for the injured Stan Collymore. He grabs a goal that sends us to the points. Great to have you back, David. Next game, we lost 4-2 though. But look, it's David Johnson again. He's grabbed a brace. Got us back in that one. Played really well. 0-0. Got an 8. Pretty much did everything you could other than score. A 3-1 win. It's another brace. And then look at this. Last game out, a 9. And he's got another goal. David Johnson, welcome back to my heart. I always believed in you. I was only being harsh on him because I felt that was what he needed. He's still not willing to sign a contract and he's still leaving. And in Newcastle are now interested in him. But if he fires us to safety, I'm not even going to care. Because look at this, 6 in 8 now with 6 subs appearances. And that has seen us climb all the way up to 13th. So back in this little pack. Still got a lot of work to do to keep ahead of Forest. Wimbledon being cut adrift now. And this is how we've done it. We've got Middlesbrough away, but we've moved to this new system. It's more of a 4-3-3 when you look at the players we've got there, but this is what's given Johnson that role. He got the first couple of goals in the 4-3-3, but due to injuries to the strike force, I've had to really reduce some of that. And we've got some changes to make here. So Laurie, despite his young player of the month, is going to move across to the left. Clement is going to come in. Collymore is now back, but I'm going to leave him out for the time being, and I'm going to leave everything else as it is. And we're going to get into this game versus Ipswich, get into this game versus Middlesbrough, and see if we can get Ipswich their 3rd win on a row. We're going to go very fast for the start because the amount of games we're playing in this episode, and then we will go down to fast at half-time. And at half-time, we'll have a look at what Middlesbrough are doing and how our new system might be going at the half. And Dean Keats is scored, so we are 1-0 up. So it's going well. But we've let that in. Neil Lennon is the scorer. So it is already half-time. That was rapid. So Middlesbrough, what are they doing? I've seen this before for them. So Schwarzer in goal, Fester, Stockdale. It's very attacking wing-backs. It's very similar to when we played them in the Cup. I can't remember if that was last year or the year before. Now, Terry Cook is having a nightmare. I am going to bring Lee Hughes on that side. So let's see what that can do. Don't necessarily want to go back to the 4-3-3 straight away. So at one stage, we're down to only the 2 strikers, which was why I tried this new system. Not a lot is happening now, is it? I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to go back. Manish is having a stinker. So let's get Hartson on. Let's get Hughes on. And let's put these to a midfield 3. Let's see, can this grab us a win? I feel like this always happens. I was on such good momentum. And then we've come back to recording. I've hit the record button and everyone has bottled it. The important thing at the minute as Bobby Pettit has the ball taken off him, is that we're not losing. So if we can just keep inching away. Oh, has to be the winning goal. Of course. Then the job will be going well. That's what I was going to say. Then we instantly, like, because I was talking about getting a point, the game was like, I'll show you. And there we are. It's a defeat. Down to 14th straight away. That's a bit disappointing. Now, we've got Birmingham away. We've had a big rivalry with Birmingham, dating back to the first season there, all the way back in 1998. We still, despite coming up as champions last year, managed to lose to them as they came up in second place. So, while we're getting there, I'm going to have a little think. I'm going to see if we get any more injuries. I'm going to have to think about, am I going to go back to the system with the two defensive midfielders, or am I going to keep it on this, considering we had such a good run? Gerrard is now back, though, at least. One of the good things of going out of the Cup was we had about a 15-day wait between games. So it's given us a chance to get quite a lot of the injured players back. And Peter Prosper has moved. He's moved to a team whose name I can't even remember now. They're so random. Now, I'm probably going to live to regret this, but I have gone back to the dual DM. I have changed this, though, to short passing and hard tackling. Pretty much the same side, but a few force changes we're going to go over. Huppier and Warner is the centre-back pairing. Laurie is continuing on the left, Clement on the right. Keats and Holland in the midfield with Manishi behind Collymore, Hudson and Johnson. That right-hand spot is where Johnson started to get his goals. So I'm going to keep him there to see if he can continue this scoring streak. And Collymore is back. Let's see, can we get a vital 3 points and keep climbing after the disappointment of that late winner from Middlesbrough. It's been an okay start. It really shows how much the landscape and the world of technology has changed. Because if you had this photo to use today, you would just Photoshop this pipe out really easily. But the fact that it's in shows that they didn't even think about this. Right. Photoshop complaining aside, or image choice complaining aside, I'm going to move Johnson with Collymore, and I'm going to get Terry Cook on for that right-hand side. I'm going to leave it like that for now. Because we're doing okay. We're not getting enough shots on targets, but we're doing okay. And we need to go down to fast for the second half. And we brought him on. It's a fine strike by Terry Cook. It's his third goal of the season. Since we've brought him in, he's moved between front three, that right-hand side. And I'm pleased that we have taken the lead with one of my changes, because that makes me look like I know what I'm doing. Which, I'm going to be honest, I still don't really feel like I do. Right, 60th minute. Richard Wright does well to turn that around. We've still got a few poor performances, or a few poor ratings. So I'm going to look to make another change, maybe another couple of changes. Is this a penalty? I don't know if it is it? I think it's just a booking. Right, Manish is on a 6. I'm going to bring Gerrard on. I'm just going to tell him to stay there. And I'm also going to bring Hughes on for Hearts. And am I going to do that? No, do you know what? I'm going to save that one for now. I feel like it's a bit early to use the final sub. Matt Holland has a go from the free kick. It's come to nothing though. And we're still getting a lot of chances, a lot of shots. Oh, Hartson blasted at top corner. Hartson was close there. If only he could have finished. If only, because we're reaching Masio time. And Masio time this year means conceding late goals. Right, Hartson is going to come off now. Terrible effort by Adebola. Right, off you come, John. Tell you what, let's put Johnson through the middle. See what he can do in there. Another booking. How many are they on now? They're only on one. I feel like they got another one. Maybe they've spun that guy off. Now, I'm not going men behind the ball. After what happened away at Anfield, and I get St Andrews, no disrespect, Birmingham fans. I'm not just saying this because I'm a Wolves fan. It's not Anfield, is it? And that's why I didn't do it. I felt like I didn't want to invite the pressure on. I wanted to keep the pressure on them. And then we've done it. We've got the win. That's put us 13th. We're climbing away from the teams whose points you can't see. I always forget that I've got this, but I do have a button just for this. So Wimbledon 24 points, Blackburn 29 points, Chelsea 30 points, played a game more. Wolves slipping down there without their Robbie Keane, 30, along with Bolton, the Battle of the Wanderers, then Forest, Sunderland, then ourselves. So I feel like it's starting to happen. Now, the Arsenal game is due to be on TV. So we're going to skip Watford and then we're going to jump back for Arsenal. And welcome back, guys. Not scored, but has played a 9. The motivation of potentially not having a wage come August has really turned David Johnson's life around. Effectively. We have beat Watford 2-0 though, and look at this, we are starting a poor career. Wimbledon, let's do it again. Wimbledon had a massive win over Wolves, which has seen them close that gap pretty significantly since we've come back into the episode, but we are now 7 clear, and more importantly, it's the amount of teams we've now booked between ourselves and that dreaded dotted line. We are 14 days away from Arsenal, though. We've got a rivalry with Arsenal, despite having never been in the same league as them prior to this year, and we've done nothing but lose against them. So this is going to be the marquee matchup of the episode. Right away at the top of the league, they have beat Man United recently. Let's have a look at their fixtures. So they've got them in the League Cup final coming up. That could be good for us. And then they've beaten them 1-0 here, look. So Nicholas Anelka, a man who hates us, with the win, but they're probably not going to be able to catch Man United for the league. But if to have any chance, they need to be putting away Ipswich when they get to us. So we're going to see if we can ruin it for them, like they like ruining things for us. Coming back, because some people said they'd like to see a bit of more flavour of the world and some stats and breakdown. Aston Villa have won promotion from the English First Division. Look at this. They have dismantled this league. Wednesday look like they're coming up. And then you've got Wigan, Stoke, Fulham, Man City, Charlton, Everton, Oxford, Leicester and Stockport. They're all vying for those final spots, down to Stockport on 54 points. So they've got a lot of work to make up. But that is an incredible achievement this early. They could be on for those. I was going to say, what was the record points? It was 112. So they've got a chance of that. They've got a chance of that indeed. The second one of the episode, Ipswich, Richard Wright has won the English Premier Division Player of the Month award. So that shows what a good season he is having in and amongst those. Every now and then he throws in a little problem game, but that's probably more from playing with us when we're having our little struggles. And look, everyone is after Dele Adebola. I might have to start thinning off some of these some of these players, but we've finally got to the game. Now, a little bit of work to do here. Hopio's been injured. Luckily, Warwork is back, so we're going to go Warner and Warwork back to that. And it was resting Keats for this game because he wasn't in great shape going into the previous one. So I'm going to... What am I going to do? I feel like I need a defender. Let's put Scally on due to his versatility. And then we are all set up. So Collymore can come back to the bench. Let's take Scott Parker out. So we've got 3 strikers on there if we needed. We've got Gerrard in midfield. Mullins is on the bench. Tell you what, let's spin them round. So there we go. Richard Wright, player of the month. Robertson's back. Carl Laurie's back to his spot on the right. Warner and Warwork, the centre-backs. Peter Rude even. Terry Cook, Mullins, Holland, Maniche, and Johnson. The goal man. I believe, current top scorer. Yeah, look, 6 goals, 4 for Collymore, 4 for Cook, 3 for Hartsand, Holland, Hughes, Huppier with 2, and then a couple of other people with 1. So we've not been prolific by any means, but we're moving in the right direction. Let's check Arsenal before this starts. So they've got their 4-4-2 diamond. They've got Vieira at the back. Who is Black? I've got Michael Black, who starts here. Looks like they've built him. They've got Fabian Cool. So they've signed another goalkeeper from Auxerre. Then they've got Upson, Sagnol, Southgate, Dehu, Vieira, Finidi George on the right. Then Bergkamp behind Anelka and Huckabee, who they have added sometime since we last looked at them. 14.5 million. Have they got Andy Cole on the bench still? Is he just out? There he is. So look, they've not even got Palencia. This feels cruel. On their bench. Hopefully he's here somewhere in the stands. And I think I did mention this. Our other Mexican, you'll notice, Ramirez Luna, no longer there because his work permit was not renewed due to lack of games. So he's gone to the reserves. He's not even playing for the reserves. He's just stuck there, sadly, which is a sad end for him, considering his importance in getting us here. Elegantly controlled. Oh, it's a difficult chance. Superb play by Ipswich. If only he could have finished. And normally when I say things like, it's going okay, we immediately concede. But the opposite has happened. Don't rule this out. They've not ruled it out. It's his first ever goal. And I'm so stunned that I just had 3 seconds of silence, which you know is quite unusual for me. Now, if we can get to half-time at 1-1 and Upson getting booked, that is good for us because he's up against Terry Cook and Laurie. What a right side we have got. Then we can maybe get some pressure on him. And it's half-time. And it is 1-0. And you can't say we don't deserve that. Let's have a look how they are doing. Now, this is worrying me because Anelka is still on the pitch. In a minute, he's going to realise it's us that he's playing and how much he hates us. Johnson's not doing it. I'm going to bring on Hartson. I'm going to go for a different option up front. Let's hit the big man. Let's see, can we add a second? Holding. He was booked for holding back Nicholas Anelka. I'll pay that fine. That's what I want Carl doing. Huckabee can only head it over. Arsenal denied a classic goal. I'll see them denied classic goals all day. They've now got Cole on, haven't they? Let's see what they've done. Oh, so they've taken... Huckabee has gone off and they've moved to a 4-4-2. They've had to adjust to what we are doing. We've got a corner. Mullins with a header. And we're not... It's not classic by any ways. But it's currently working. And Anelka, at the minute, 70 minutes in, he's not managed to score past us, which feels like a win. Am I going to bring... This is what I'm going to do. Let's get an extra man in there. Let's try and overrun them in that midfield. I didn't even do the little tactic I used to like doing with Gerrard, which is to push him on, because I don't want him pushed on. I want him in there. But Dennis Bergkamp in your pocket, please, Stephen. Poor Andy Cole. Come on, and then he's been kicked, and now he's off. And there we go. The final whistle goes. What a win that is for us to end the episode. I said it was the Marquee game. There's 22,538 here. Graham Poll, he's had a great game. And look at this, Richard Wright, Ronnie Woolwork, both with 8s, got his goal. Willie for them has got man of the match, despite the fact that they've lost. And that is a huge win for us. Let's see where that has put us in terms of, look at that. We don't even need to scroll down anymore. This is safety, isn't it? Look, can we grab a top half finish here from being worried? 6 points ahead of Bolton in 18th there. I'm not going to go to relegation cam, but there we go, people. So, what have we got left? We've got Newcastle, Bolton, Norwich, Forest, Coventry, Chelsea, Leeds, Liverpool. This is going to be the final episode. We're going to look at Chelsea, Leeds, Liverpool. It's up to you to decide, though, and let me know in the comments. Do you want that to be Monday, and do you want there to be some games in here on Friday for you to watch? We could watch pretty much all of them if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could have all 5 for a big Friday night football feast. We could play them on very fast, and then we could come back and have the final 3. Or do you just want to go to the final 3 or 4? We could throw in Coventry, because it's quite a tricky run-in, isn't it? Leeds, then Liverpool. Chelsea are down there. Coventry are down there. Forest are down there. Norwich just above us. So have a think. Let me know. As always, though, let me get comfortable. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting, and just enjoying the journey with us as we go forward, as we've gone forward. It's been the most successful series that I have done on YouTube in terms of the total numbers that we've had. I've had the odd kind of video go over 1,000 views, but the longevity of this has been the real success for my channel, and I'm really thankful for everyone who's tuned in and has been tuning in and will hopefully be tuning in once you let me know how you want to finish. Thank you and goodbye.